the link.
Okay. Alrighty. If we are live, hopefully we are live. Welcome to the stream, guys. We are the Trade Vets. Today we have myself, C130, and Bitcoin Brad. If we're watching this on a replay, it's going to be a video on market psychology. We are going to go over the market, see what it's doing, see where it wants to go, see where it currently is. And we're going to talk about some psychological factors that will enable you to be a better trader and allow you to understand the reasoning and the why as to why the market trades the way it does. If you guys enjoy the content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you guys can follow up on future content. And if you would like to be more in tune with the times that we broadcast, consider hitting the notification bell. It'll help you out, guys. We want to be here for you guys. We want to give you the content that you guys deserve because we want to be the content creators that you guys should have. We want to help you guys out in every aspect of trading, as far as risk management, as far as trading principles, reading the charts, basic understanding of support, resistance, price action. But most importantly, we specialize in time price opportunity. So if that's something that you're interested in, consider following up with future videos. And yeah, we'll get straight into the nitty gritty. Straight into it. I still don't know if this is streaming or not. I hope it is, but
It's live. Did you post it in the Discord? I just posted it in the Discord.
no, I didn't post it yet. I gotta wait. I gotta wait till it goes live a little bit, and then like I can copy the link. But for some reason, I am not getting any feedback on here. What the heck? Yeah, bro. We're definitely out here.
Yo, Jake the Cake, Dyer, Anthony, what's up? Jay Saint, what's up, everybody?
All right, let's go ahead and fix up some stuff. Bitcoin Brad. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Click on that. Click on this. Click on this. Mute that, and then open that. All right.
Good night. What's up, bro?
You're up, Brad, on the screen whenever you share.
3 and 16.
Oh, my bad. Let me share my
No,
screen.
you're good. You're good. Chilling. Good there. Good there. Boom. All right. Let me see if I can actually get this this video actually, like the feed showing on my screen. Such a pain in the butt sometimes, man.
Anthony Flores, Chris, SR, Zamir, Mr. Cotto, Serendipity, Alexander, Tom, Paul,
There
JD, Jingles, Orel, Sam, Mad Cats, Aaron, No Clue, Jay Saint. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Welcome, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys have your favorite drink.
Trade Forever, what's up?
Hopefully you're chilling. Have a cup of tea or something. I don't know. Drink something that you enjoy drinking while watching the stream. Eat something that you enjoy eating. Just relax, be in the vibe, be in the zone. We're all about learning here. All about, the end goal, guys. The end goal. It's all about being able to finally utilize money for the freedom it provides instead of being enslaved by it. Which is the case, for most of us, sadly, just because of the way the economy's structured. It's no one's fault, but got to take that red pill. Got to take it. Sometimes, I mean, we can ask Bitcoin Brad. What do you think, man? I shouldn't really think too much, right? Just kind of take it and just flow with the vibe.
Yeah, sometimes you got to.
You got to have that friend, that, it's not peer pressure, but just trying to help you out.
Jappies. What's up, bro?
Guys, we got the stream packed. Let's see if we can run we can run them likes off the bat. Let's see how high we can go straight off the bat. See if we can hit that 100 likes. Hitting the like button just helps us, pop up on people's suggestions feed. We don't get anything from it, but just smash it. Just if you have a phone screen, just tap it so hard that like the tip of your finger hurts. Just press on it.
Chris, welcome. If this is your first time, you said you've been getting wrecked lately, but stumbled across us, hoping to change it. Yeah, we hope we can, hoping we can help you change as well.
Oh yeah, Christopher Star, you're in for a surprise, man. Yeah, if you're just now in the channel, man, welcome to being part of the family. We're not gonna let you go, bro. We're gonna hold you by the sleeve when you try to leave. We're like, come back, no, just freaking be like, bro, don't do it. Hit him with that dramatic movie scene type stuff, that over dramatic shit. Nah, man, we'll make you feel at home here, bro. You'll be good. We're here to help. We have a bunch of kind-hearted people in the Discord, a bunch of people that are willing to just take the time to educate new members, which is something that other discords don't do. Most of the times in other discords, the more veteran people just bash down on the lower members, and they have this whole tier and this whole rank system, this VIP system. It's just like, at the end of the day, nobody's better than anybody. Come on now. What the heck? We're all doing the same stuff. There's no status. We're people. And our community is just people. Just together, combined for the same goal. We're like, I guess, the Avengers. I don't know. Stuff like that. I mean, we're just out here killing it. Wow, that coffee, man. That was only 69 milligrams. And wow. I'm actually kind of wired, Brad. Brad, you there?
Oh, my bad. My mic was flipped up. I was talking the whole time.
Oh, this
Um,
fool.
my bad.
Now you're chilling.
No, yeah, I said you're amped up.
I'm
That's
hyped.
good. Um, but it looks like this long that we just kind of took is actually working, which is kind of cool because we got faked out on the last one. So what the reason? I mean, so I'll just talk a little bit about the reason that I tried the short earlier first, and then we took a tight stop. I posted that it was a big risk. So if I post that it's a big risk, I'm not super confident in the trade. What I saw was there was a bunch of selling right here, but price really wasn't going down. But then D period opened up and we just took a poop, right? I ended up closing right here at 32.8 and just took a quick loss, right? You just got to cut your losers quick. I realized I was wrong. Took another long at here, I'll just show you guys a screen real quick. 32,471. I'm looking for it to get to those single prints. I didn't get filled on everything that I wanted to, but what can you do? Um, and the reason I like this is because it's right below, it's right at the E. Actually, I'd like to maybe move it down a little bit. So maybe 32,765. That way, just in case it does come up to that level, it's gonna get filled. And if we look back on this chart, the reason I like this trade is pretty much the same reason as last time. It's just that we kind of ran out, but we have all this selling right here at the bottom, and we didn't really push down too much past this D period. So let's see, we'll run these stops in the E period. Hopefully push up to this 32,765 level, which is like right here, and hopefully fill these single prints in a little bit. That would be nice. Um, but I mean, that's kind of what I was looking at. I was looking at how we're getting all this selling at the bottom, and we're not really pushing down, and we're kind of, kind of actually rejecting that. I'm not a huge fan of us not like just poking right through. But we are down pretty big. Um, so it's pretty standard to have to fight your way up. Like I told everybody before, the way down is always a little bit easier than the way up. The moves that we've caught going down have always been a little bit faster than the moves we catch going up, because you really have to kind of scrap for this upside. So you have to find new buyers. People got to start believing. There's a lot of people that are kind of scared with Bitcoin. A lot of people lost a lot of money, and so they're really nervous about even buying anything with Bitcoin because most people are not really trading and they're not managing any risk, like we're doing here. So they are just kind of getting into a trade and just sitting there forever. A lot of people aren't even, using a stop loss or anything, which is to me very scary. Let's go over the trade we took earlier as well. If you guys were tuned in for the morning stream, we took a stream this morning. Uh, really nice trade, really fast trade, worked out really well. Um, and then we took another trade at, let's see, 33,149. So we took another trade. Where's it at? Oh, 33,150. So it was like right here. Um, and the reason I liked this trade is because we back tested right? We back tested down to these single prints and we weren't able to close them. And then, from there we just kind of shot up. It did as soon as I got on the trade, I got in 33 150. As soon as I got in the trade, like literally as soon as my limit order got filled, we started to come down. I started to get pretty nervous. Um, I was kind of like, ah, dang, I should have just after the good trade this morning, should have just called it. And we ended up bouncing, right? We got a nice move. We hit both of our profit targets pretty quick with a little bit of extra all the way up to like the 850 level. And I think our second take profit was actually like 465. So it was pretty close take profits. Just about a 500 point trade total. Ended up closing some more right here. Got long again on this pullback. Closed when we came up with G, and we couldn't crack this D. Closed most of the position, and then I left my stop loss to try to see if we were going to bounce, and we didn't. So ended up the second reload trade ended up with just a small gain. Um, then took the loss over here. But overall, today's not bad. We took a two for three, and you can't be mad at that, right? Like I always say, you can't win every trade. You have to be content with losing because losing is part of the trade. Losing is part of the game, right? Or part of the process or the experience. It's just going to happen. It's unavoidable,
The
right? Kind of
tuition.
like when you, right? Yeah. Uh, exactly. Like the market is going to take money from you no matter what, right? Like so in my experience, and I know the crypto community really loves the word manipulation, right? So in my experience, when this comes down, the reason I liked this long from here is because we were getting, I mean, see all this selling right here. We're getting all this selling and we weren't going anywhere, right? We weren't going up, we weren't going down, so we were just kind of stagnant. And then we did pop up. So, I had a chance to take a small profit on the trade or at least cut the trade for a uh for a break even trade at least, to cover the commission and the fees and stuff. But didn't, right? Kind of let my ego get the hang of me. It was pretty much in that same spot that we took the long from earlier. So I was thinking, okay, maybe we'll get that same bounce. We didn't. But for me, luckily, I had my stop, got stopped out, right? No big deal. It happens, right? It happened. I mean, I got stopped out a bunch this morning on the futures market, trying to fight with the market. So, not surprising that it happens sometimes, just part of the game. So, and it actually kind of leads me like right into a great point because tonight I would like to talk about psychology with you guys. It's a huge part of trading, huge underutilized trading that people really don't get a enough involvement in or don't get told it enough to actually try it. So what they pretty much do is just kind of ignore it or just think like, oh, it's no big deal. Oh, it looks like we just ran those singles. There we go. There's the run that we were looking for. Finally. So this is what I was looking for earlier, guys. Sorry, I'm looking at the trade on the other screen. Um, so that's what I was waiting for earlier, waiting for those stops to get triggered, those things to get filled. So that was a nice little pump. We're up about 400 points in that trade now. And I didn't post that one in the channel though because I posted it in the TPO section but not in the alert section because we were getting ready to get on stream, so I don't have time. Um and that was kind of a YOLO play anyway, so that's kind of what I want to talk about. Um I mean I like the trade itself, and it's running pretty nice right now. And this is kind of the trade that I was waiting for earlier. Um and basically it was just because we had all this selling. Like, look at all this selling down here, and we weren't really going anywhere. So it just made sense that at some point we were gonna have to come up. So if you're in this trade and you're watching this stream, right, make sure that you guys are moving your stop losses up into profit. Don't let this winning trade turn into a loser. We're above the VWAP now, above the point of control. Let's see if we get some more consolidation. And try to continue up. But that huge move that we just saw was just a big stop release. Someone that was shorting heavy decided that it was finally time to get out of that position. So, um, but with that, with the Dyer said no one can hear him screaming at the monitor. You happy about that move up? I bet. I think Dyer was in the trade as well. Um, Mad Cat said he FOMOed in for the first time and it paid off. I know Midnight's happy too. Uh, he was in the trade with us in the trade room. Some of the times, guys, you're gonna have to be in the trade room. I know, like I'd love to send an alert for every single trade, but sometimes it's just gonna happen right there. So
It's just the way it is. It's the way
right.
the market runs. Guys, if you're new here, if you're new to the stream by any chance, we are the Trade Vets. I am C130. The gentleman talking with the TPO chart is Bitcoin Brad. This is a channel where we try to teach you guys how to trade independently, aside from indications and feelings, and trade market structure. The only channel out in the crypto sphere that is pretty much gonna show you guys how the structure of the market is laid out and how you can trade the structure instead of trading an oscillator or the price action bouncing off of a line. You can actually see the structure of the market itself and trade off of that, because there are people in those bars right now that we're looking at that don't know the structure, and we can make money from their mistakes. And as much as it sucks for that to be the game, that's just the game, guys, right? This is a game of winning and losing. And we have a community where we back each other up. So even if you take a loss, we still got some people here that are going to pat you on the back and say, hey, man, scuff it off. You'll be fine. You'll be chilling. It's all good. We're in this together. So this is a channel where we try to bring in people from all sorts of trading styles and all sorts of different places where we can come together and trade the market for what it is instead of what we want it to be.
And so let's kind of transition into a little bit of psychology, right? A big thing, is managing that risk, and it's kind of like what happens is, you want to FOMO, right? And that's kind of why I'm hesitant sometimes to post some of my trades, because I don't want anyone to just follow me in the trade because I've made good trades in the past. I really want you guys to be doing your own analysis and, understanding this market structure, right? Understanding the market structure here. We have a little bit of a consolidation period here, right? We're kind of back in that zone now. I really want you guys to understand this and follow your own you know personal analysis, right? And there's plenty of times where you know um where you'll see something that I'm not seeing, or I'll see something that you're not seeing, or we're both looking at the same thing, and you disagree with me, and that's totally fine. And I'm not the type of person, so like, let's say if you're in the Discord, right, and I post a long trade and you post a short trade, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're dumb, you don't know what you're doing. I'm going to take a look at it, right? If someone else is seeing something that I'm not seeing, I definitely want to know, right? It's not necessarily going to change my bias of what I'm looking at, but it is nice to get that interest, right? It was nice when I posted the long trade earlier. Midnight was looking at the same thing that I was looking at. We both saw those trapped sellers. Eventually buyers just kind of let them come down to trap them even more, because you got a bunch of FOMO in here, and then they trapped them again. Then we were able to catch a nice little long right here, so that's pretty cool. Oh, there's Nimrez. I posted it in the room, man. Um, what I was just saying is how we're seeing that coming is we have all this selling at the bottom. Selling in D, selling in E, selling in F, and we're not going any lower. We're kind of basically stuck at this point, and that's kind of what we were waiting for. So someone got really short. Someone was really short from up here where we originally dumped this 8.1 million. I think I sent you guys a message in the stream or in there saying that there was a big seller up higher, but also another big seller here. And I think this big run up was just that person closing their short position, so just buying it back. So, is there a possibility of inverse head and shoulders playing out on in the next 2 hours? I'm not sure. I don't really look at patterns like that. We could look. Um, what time frame are you looking at? No credits. There is some big resistance at the moment, chappies. You are right. But let's jump back on that psychology piece, right? So things that happen in your trading journey. You might lose a bunch of trades, you might win a bunch of trades, and they can both have the same effect, right? They can both have a negative effect. You can think like, oh, what's this guy complaining about? He's winning all these trades, but then the pressure's on, right? And I don't know if any of you guys have ever, live streamed in a live trading room, as I do pretty much every morning. But there is some times where that does affect my trading, right? It's tough to be talking the whole time while you're trading, to be calling something out because you're a little bit distracted. And, like I've said, it's important for your trading, especially when you're first starting, to be fully focused. Just being even the littlest slight bit distracted, um, it can really throw you off. You can, start seeing things that aren't there, or you can start maybe uh, getting in a fight with the market, which is always a dangerous game. Um, and that's the thing is like certain things like this, like so what we just saw right here, and let's say you were short right here, or you were short down here in this E period, expecting because we bumped these stops. F opened up right here, it came down. Supply shut off right here, guys. That's why F didn't come down any lower. It's shut off, right? And that's something that you guys have got to recognize. You guys have got to learn to understand that that's what that means. But the thing is, you're not getting that on a bar chart. No matter what indicator you're rocking, you're not getting that on a bar chart. You have no idea. You're just thinking, oh, look at this. Like whatever this pattern may be. I have no idea. I don't really follow candlestick patterns, but um, you're thinking, oh, okay, it's still some room to go down, right? And if you look, so if we look at the profile portion of it, so this way it just makes it easier. Um, I'll zoom it in a second. Let me close the profile. So if we look at the profile portion of it, right, you see that we came down and F tried to come down to E, but couldn't even get down to the bottom of D. So this is a clear sign that we're out of supply, right? And if we expand this is something that you guys can look out for, is you see D period here, right? Is this zoomed in enough? Let me zoom it in some more for you guys. Um, this fucking thing's in the way. Get rid of this. Okay. So as we see, um, here we go. As we see as we see D come down, right? D comes down, E runs the stops of D, and then F opens up right here, comes down, but can't even take the low of D. That's where I shorted. Literally, as soon as I saw that, I put my limit, got filled, and we started moving back up. Even the guys in the trade room, a lot of people got filled like right here, right here, 30, 32.5. Like people had some really good fills and they were on the same spot. Ski Boy, I don't know if you're in the chat. He had a really good fill as well. Sacker, he had a really good fill as well. Um, everyone had some good fills because they're looking at the same thing. It's kind of like that moment in the Matrix where you say you're starting to believe. And this is kind of this is something that you can't really see on a candlestick chart. If I go to the candlestick chart, right, we're not really seeing that. You know what I mean? Um, that's not something that we're seeing on this candlestick chart. We're just seeing, three little wicks, right? But we're not seeing that it's one tick below, right? Where that's one little tiny movement, unless you're really zoomed in, but nobody really is zoomed in on their bars like that. We're not seeing that supply selling is just shutting off. And so this can be Like I said, winning trades and losing trades can be very damaging both ways. And it's just basically it's just time, right? You just got to give yourself the time to be able to bounce back. Um, like I said today, after I lost that trade, I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna take a break. I really was waiting for this long to set up this whole time. That's why I was kind of just like, overly anxious because eventually I knew these stops were gonna get released based off of how much selling was happening and and no uh and no movement down, right? We had a decent movement down, but not really to the point of the amount of selling that we had.
Guys, I'm gonna go on the chat and you're gonna see some links from me. They are the Discord link and they are the Instagram link. If you guys are enjoying the content and if you guys are getting value from this information and you're not part of our community, consider going to the Discord and chatting up a little bit. I promise you, the second you get in there, it's so great. Like the moment you get in there, you're greeted immediately by, like, you will never find a Discord where you just go in and you get greeted by the members. People love being there. They welcome you with open hands, open arms, right? You come into the Discord, everyone's like, "Hey man, hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the Trade Vets. Welcome, welcome." I can't even welcome you guys. I prefer, I prefer being, that guy in the community that welcomes people in. Not a lot of members do that. A lot of Discord owners do that. Me, Bitcoin Brad, we like to welcome new people, but our community is just on top of it. Our community is just, hey, welcome, right? You're going to love it here. So check it out. Good spot. Lots of cool people. Very awesome place to hang around and very good place to exchange ideas. Also, the Instagram is there. So you can check that out too if you would like. And there's a little raffle going on. If you just like the Instagram post and like the Instagram channel, you can have an opportunity of being able to win a seat in a closed session with Bitcoin Brad and 20 other people. So consider doing that.
Yeah, definitely. Brother, the Discord you created is such a great place. Thank you. Thank you. Dyer said we should have everyone do their own analysis on a potential trade setup from a certain time, example 6:30. Then we all post our findings at the same time without anyone knowing. Yeah, that's a good idea. And
I mean,
then you
dope.
can see it without any bias. That's a good idea. I would like that. Um, it'll be interesting. One of the pages I want to create in the Discord is basically um kind of like an accountability buddy, right? An accountability channel where we're holding each other accountable. And a lot of times if you're just trading on your own, you're not really holding yourself accountable. You're just kind of, doing whatever you're doing. You're not really managing risk properly, or maybe you're not sticking to your trade plan. But if someone is there helping you along the way, or holding you accountable and being like, let's say me and Cesar are accountability partners, and Cesar's like, oh, I took this trade right here, but his plan, off the morning was to do something else. And I'm like, well, then it's my job as an accountability partner to tell him, well, why did you do that when this was your plan? What made you change your plan? Why didn't you stick to your plan? Right. So that's one thing that's coming forward as we move forward in the Discord. All right, Big Blaze. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for tuning in. Um, you know, and that would be a nice just a nice addition, I think.
Yeah, that would be
And
super
so
dope.
one thing that does have to do or that will kind of help you with your psychology as well too is writing everything down. I know it's not really talked about a lot, but journaling is a huge part of this. And can you call the rejection live? Looks like shorts are loading up. Let's see. Kind of looks like they're battling right here to me. Like we're not seeing like really push. You want to see once we get back into here where this big buyer came in, if they can push a little bit past this, like down into these big buyers down here at like a 32.58, or maybe past this 8.2. That's gonna tell us a little bit that there's some big selling. This doesn't look like really huge selling to me. Um, but yeah. Um, journaling, right? When I first started, I would write down every trade that I took, the reason why I took the trade, um, just a little bit of everything, just because it's important to go back and to watch your trades. A lot of professional traders, they will at the end of every single day basically watch the tape. You got to think of this like you're a professional, right? If this is what you want to do for a living, you have to take it the same way that a professional athlete takes their job. And when they get done with practice, they watch tape on themselves, watch tape on the game. They're looking at, their footwork, they're looking at, their hand placement, they're looking at everything that they did in order to improve, right? And that's what you have to do. You have to analyze yourself, like micro manage yourself to understand what's going on. I know a lot of professionals that are on trade desks record their newer traders like a video record to see what their face looks like, or to see how they're reacting, or to see what they're doing with their hands, or how their posture is when they're winning a trade, how their posture is when they're losing a trade, right? So they can start building these habits, and these habits are so key as far as um as far as being successful or in being consistent, which is the whole goal for us here, right? Is being consistent. You know, a good thing to do is try to get in that routine like I've talked about, right? So I'll break down my routine for you guys. And you can do your own routine. I know we have, people from all over the world here, and everyone has their own life going on. So you guys might not be able to do the same thing that I'm doing. But so for me, my alarm goes off every morning at 4:30 a.m., right? At 4:30 a.m., I get out of my bed, even if I'm still like asleep, like a lot of people, your alarm goes off and you're asleep, so you snooze it, or you just pick your phone up, right, and you hit that Instagram or that Facebook or that TikTok, or whatever you're doing, you're scrolling, just wasting time basically. That's the worst thing that you can do for your body. The best thing you can do, right, is get out of bed. Even if you just get out of bed and stand next to your bed, just get out of your bed as soon as your alarm goes off. Turn it off. Get out of your bed. The next thing that I do is I drink a bunch of water. I have a huge bottle of water, like a 32-ounce bottle of water. And, I just basically try to drink as much of it as I can as soon as I wake up, right? Get my body lubricated for the day, start it off right. And also, I want to put some water in my body because I know I'm going to drink a bang, like as soon as I get on the desk, right? That's
Nice.
pretty much what I do is I grab a bang, and then that's just basically how I do it.
Got to equal it out, huh?
Right. So it
Yeah.
looks like we're chewing through some of these long positions. It does kind of look like, I mean, it definitely just looks like a fight. Um, it doesn't look like big selling. It just looks like maybe some of these longs that are taking a little bit of profit. But yeah. Yes, Greg, I am Pacific time. Yeah, I'm in California. And so then from there, right, I, take a shower. And when I take a shower, right, I'm not saying that you guys have to do this, but one thing I like to do is I like to get in the shower, take my shower, and then I like to turn the water to cold, and then stand in there and try to stand there as long as I can, and then pop out and then jump back in there. Maybe start with like 30 seconds, get back in there, get out of there, get back in there, right? Maybe try to do that 3 or 4 times, and then eventually, at first it's gonna be like basically hell. You're gonna feel like, you're Jack from Titanic and Rose just let you go, right? That's what it's gonna feel like at first. But over time, you're gonna get used to it, and it's gonna strengthen you up. It's gonna strengthen up your total body. It's kind of gonna shock your central nervous system. It's gonna be a vasoconstrictor, so it's gonna get that blood flowing, right? Same kind of reason that professional athletes sit in an ice bath after the game, right? Because they need that blood to start flowing to the rest of their body in order to heal the muscles that they just used. Um, it's a really great thing. It sucks for sure, but it can be very beneficial health wise. Then from there, I get to my computer, I pull up my charts, I start analyzing, I look at all the price action from overnight. I start looking at any notes that I took to see, what I was looking at yesterday, to see if some of the plays I'm working out, I'm looking at a lot of stuff. Haven't really been looking at a lot of options plays lately, but I do. I do typically look at a lot of options plays, look at the futures, and then try to jump on there. And then from there, I just pretty much prepare for my trade plan, decide like, my next best trades. So we can kind of run through how I do that. So let's just say we just jumped on the computer, it's the morning, right? And I see that the overnight price action came up and came down. So what I'm thinking from here is, okay, what's going to be my next best trade? And so my next best trade, what I want to see is I want to see how price is going to interact with our structure. All right. So now that I see that we're in structure, I want to see price break out of structure, hold structure, and then try to catch the long. Right. We saw it peak over structure and then trade back in structure and under the point of control. So I'd like to see it break over the structure and catch the long. So that's going to be my number one trade. Right. We are in a downtrend, so these numbers can change. My second best trade, right, would be a break here. So a break of structure, break of these lows, right? A little hesitation. You see where some responsive buying on the break of the lows, and you see sellers defend, and then get filled on a limit, and then go down. That's going to be number two, right? And then my third trade, depending upon how cautious I am, and sometimes it's going to be a little bit different as far as depending upon where the price is at, right? I think we're in like a decent spot right here because we have this lower high or higher low, I mean. Um, but if you're going to be a little bit more cautious, you're going to want to wait for price to break up into this range, let it consolidate a little bit, and then try to break that structure there, and then have it hold, and then try to catch that long from there. That's, and so those are going to be your three next best trades, and that's what you'll look for.
But
Um, oh, what's up? Go ahead.
we had some questions earlier that we didn't get to. But one of the important ones that I saw, Paul Nelson asks, "What are some of the biggest delta values you've seen inside those profiles?" Just out of curiosity.
On crypto, you see some pretty big ones. I would say this one right here, this negative 15 million, that's a pretty big one. Um, Typically like the big ones that I'm tracking are, 7, 8 million or higher. Um, one of let's see where it's at. There was a big seller somewhere. Maybe it was right here. Yeah, I think it was. This 15 million. I'd have to scroll through the Discord to see when when it was, but the reason I liked the long from here earlier too is because we had this huge seller here and we weren't going anywhere. We were just kind of flat right here. And so I was thinking to myself, okay, if this guy can't push us down, then guess we're probably gonna have to go up. So I tried that, and then um, obviously I was wrong, but we're able to catch the upside on the other side, right? And that's the important thing is, so we saw how far price went up, but if I were to have held on to this, right, I would have had to sit through all of this, and then my upside would have been limited from my entry, which was I think it was in B. Um, my entry would have been limited, whereas I cut the trade quick, got back in on the low, and then was able to catch the whole upside. So the gain from this trade took out the amount of loss and some, right? So 3 for 4 today, not bad. 75% on the trades, so that's a pretty decent day. If you ask me, 75% is pretty high performing. I normally say like 65 to 70%. That's what your average trader is kind of looking for. Carlos said, I copied the same template, although my chart looks different than yours. My F bounced at the same level of D. Do you know why? It's probably just the exchange you're on. So I'm using the Binance futures. But if you're using Bybit, let's see. Oh, Bybit wasn't like that. Maybe you're using the inverse. Yeah, looks like you're using the inverse. Probably. It's probably pretty close. Um, you might have been using the inverse. So really it just is it's just the exchange you're using. I just like the Bybit one or the Binance one. I know a lot of people like the Bybit one. I'm not a huge fan of Bybit, to be honest with you guys.
And Bybit fees are freaking killer, man.
Yeah, I think it's garbage. Um, what's the significance of single print sections and how are they calculated? So let's find some single prints so we can take a peek. I know there's some single prints up here. So single prints, the significance of single prints is it shows you where there's a previous liquidation, right? So this is actually one of the trades that we caught, but basically someone's getting long, all in this area, and then right here there's no buying. It's all selling all the way down. No one's buying this. There's probably somebody that tried to, it probably hesitated for a second. So it probably went like this. And someone bought that, and then they hated their life. And they got, stopped out, which is what caused that big wick. But it's just a liquidation. And so it's letting you know that there's a big short position. And so typically what you should do, is draw it on your chart. Draw these single prints on your chart, right? Change the color to whatever you want to change it to. That way as we're going forward, if we get up there, that this is single prints and we could move very fast through this area. So if you're trying to short right here, just know that you're getting in this single print territory. So if you're shorting here, they might defend. But if you're trying to short above this line into these single prints, it's a tough, tough short. Does that make sense, JD? Let's see.
It's like getting on the
Uh,
autobahn.
right. Yeah,
Just
you got to be
rips.
pedal to the metal. Yeah. Um, does was there any more questions that you saw?
No, I didn't see too many other questions. The rest is just people exchanging information, which is awesome. I love seeing people in the chat, conversing and talking to each other. I did see earlier Alex. He said, "I really like the drink a glass of water right when you wake up thing." He's like, not a fan of the cold shower though.
Yeah, the cold shower takes a little bit to get used to. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, you're fine, man. Guys, just want to say thank you for watching. If you're here, if you're new, I'm C130. The guy that was talking was Bitcoin Brad, and we're just having a great time having you guys here. This is awesome. We're chilling. The next stream is going to be tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, so do not miss it. I mean, you could miss it if you want to, but we try to put out as much value as possible. So hopefully you guys don't miss it. Hopefully you guys are there to get all that knowledge, and we're just out here. Like Anthony Flores is in the chat with them fire emojis. We just firing it up. Honestly, the crypto space cannot handle us really, because we're really just ripping through every Discord that has ever existed. That's the funny part. Nobody's doing what we're doing, and I mean, what can you do? What can you do, right? We're killing it. We're killing it. We're out here just getting this bread. Anthony says, C130, my brother. What's up, man? Yeah, dude. I mean, dude, we're all brothers here, man. We're all just, dude, the man has really screwed us over so many times. It's insane the amount of times we've been just done dirty by the market or by the government. And all we're trying to do is make it. We're not even rebelling against anything. We know that everything is against us, and we're just trying to make it. But no matter how hard we try, the game just pounds you down, man, so hard. Like, there's just no way of ever achieving it. You come home with a paycheck, and trust me, I've been there, man. Guys, I come home with a paycheck looking forward to trading, come home working, 8, 12 hours, just getting on the market, and it's just like, fuck, man, I just lost again. Like, are you serious? Like, I lost this trade. I came home to freaking make some more money, and I lost my paycheck. If anything, I'm losing money. Like, what am I doing? And it's just not a good feeling. But me and Bitcoin Brad and 3M, we came together, build the Citadel. We call it the Citadel because, I mean, it really is a place where people can come together, be respected, and there is no governing body. It's just the people. It's an uncensored Discord, and everyone is super nice, super polite. Like, barely anything needs to get done with the Discord. The people run the Discord. The people get what they want. That's what we try to do. You guys want to see something added, something implemented, we throw it on there. You don't like something, we take it out. We listen to you guys. You guys are great, and we hear you guys out. We have long and short saying I Wim Hof daily, sometimes twice. Yeah, man, the Wim Hof, man. Doing that stuff is definitely going to make you into the ice, man. That kind of stuff, man, it really does help out with mental endurance. It's called strengthening. The brain produces more brain receptors to accommodate for the stress that comes with being dunked in cold water or being in a cold shower. So like when you trade or do other things, they become less mentally taxing and you can just think more clearly. I do a room temp spring water with lemon and Himalayan sea salt. That sounds delicious, Greg. Wow. Sean Diamond, could you please summarize your views on price action of Bitcoin for short and medium term? New here. Yeah, sure, Sean. Let me just read some of these chats and we'll go straight to Brad. I can see that he's back. I see his screen moving a little bit. Um, Long and short, T130. What's good, brother? What's up, Long and short? Robert Azodi. Hola, hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Kishore Venkat. I found a job just so I can trade. Dude, that's the mindset, man. That's the grinder mindset. Now you have something you want to achieve and you're willing to put forth effort. You're in our community. You're gonna have your account up in no time, bro. No need to worry. What are single prints? Brad can go over that in a sec. Alex Shemek. LOL, the Citadel of Ricks is very controlling. Yeah, that's why we're not the Citadel of Ricks, man. Brad, you are there, right? I think I heard you.
Yes, I'm back.
You got a question? So you have Sean Diamond saying, could you please summarize your views on price action of Bitcoin for short and medium term? I'm new here. Welcome, Sean, by the way.
Yeah, welcome, Sean. So we are more of a probably more intermediate crew, I guess you would say. We're mainly looking at price action as far as how it's acting with the previous structure, and we are just trying to catch our trades. Our whole goal here is really just to make enough money to earn a living, right? Everyone's goal, I think, long-term goal, and this will kind of lead us back into the psychology piece, is to make enough money to live, right? If you can get on the computer for a couple of hours a day, make a living, or make enough money to make a living, right? We talk about $500 a day. That could be, a great living for most people. Unless you really need a Lambo, but if you don't need a Lambo, you think you'd be all right. And so that's kind of what we're looking at. As far as like medium term, right? We pretty much stay away from that. Just because that's how you kind of develop a bias. We can pretty much just trade and go from there. Pretty much just try to trade and stay out of these long term, Bitcoin to 100K and Bitcoin to zero type of discussions because it's just not healthy for your psychology, right? Another thing, as far as psychology goes, right? We talk about, making that $500 a day or, getting to that goal of, $500 a day. We talked about before about how you need to set your goals. You need to have a small term goal or short term goal, uh, and a long term goal. And your short term goal can't be, I want to make $500 every single day, right? Your short term goal should be, I want to trade successfully and stick to my trade plan consistently for the next 3 months, right? That's a good short-term goal, right? Don't put a dollar amount on your goals. The reason I talk about the dollar amount is just because, $500 a day adds up conveniently to $125,000 a year, which is, a nice living. All Star says he needs a 510 Raptor. Yeah, those are nice, man. Those are really nice. Um, so that's something that you want to make sure that you're not doing is because what can happen is it can be bad for your psychology. So if let's say you make uh, a really nice trade off the morning and you made 450 bucks and your daily goal is $500. Well, now you're going to be forcing one more trade to try to make 500 bucks when really you made one trade and made 450. Why not just shut that computer off, right? And 3 a.m. can tell you guys this. I don't know if he's in the chat. I thought I saw him, but I'm not sure.
Oh, I see him.
Oh yeah, there he is. So 3 a.m. can tell you, uh, how many times I tell him while he's ahead to just shut his computer off, right? Just shut NinjaTrader off. Go back to sleep, right? Because he's always up super early. He's in Hawaii, so for him to get on the market with me in the mornings is pretty early. But he does a nice couple trades right off the bat, right? Just call it a day. Who cares? Even if you just make two trades and you make money on both trades, or you make one trade and make money on both trades, there's nothing wrong with shutting it off and coming back. Um, the that's just kind of something that you need to practice for your psychology. Um, William says, "What's up, everyone? I'm here, just listening. Have some schoolwork to finish up. Lots of info we talked about. Take notes and rewatch this one." Yeah, yeah, definitely. writing things down is one of the important things. 3M trader dude, you're amazing. Just saying, yes, yes he is. My a big panda bear. 3 a.m. Um, and so the other thing that I wanted to talk about the psychology piece too, right? And this thing can become an addiction. Just like anything else, as far as like drinking, tobacco. I mean, anything can become an addiction, except weed's not addicting. But uh, if you are always on your screens, or always looking on your phones, or always, thinking about when Bitcoin Brad is going to post an alert, it can kind of drive you crazy, right? It can kind of give you that that anxiety. Is something that you don't want, something that is going to be you're just going to be thinking about all the time. And so typically what I like to do, and I haven't been doing it recently, I'll be honest, and it's probably um probably has isn't very good for me, and I need to take a little bit of a break. And just a heads up, guys, next week I'm going to be on vacation. So I will be around, and I'll tune into some of the streams and stuff. I just won't be as active on the Discord, and I won't be as um, active in the chat, and on the streams. I'll try to tune in, definitely to all the morning streams for sure. Because they're gonna be before everyone wakes up on vacation, anyways. But those afternoon streams and these later streams, it's gonna be a little bit tough. But I'll try to be as around for as much as I can, try to help out as much as I can. But like I was saying, you need to you need to be able to shut off, right? And so typically, before I, found this family of the Citadel, after I was done trading futures in the morning from about 6:30 my time till about, 8 to 9:30 my time, I would shut my computer off and go exercise, and then I come back for power hour, do power hour, and then, go from there, right? Maybe some options plays if I had some options plays opened, things like that. But other than that, I'm pretty much just walking away and calling it a day. Long and short, that's what is a vacation. It was not gonna be an amazing vacation. My in-laws are coming, so but they're cool. I like them.
I'm the same way, man.
Yeah, I mean, my in-laws are actually really cool.
Dude, my
They're super.
father-in-law hates me, man, because
Is he?
we're two different Hispanic,
Oh
ethnicities,
yeah, yeah.
man. So like, he just hates me. I mean, I'm cool with him, but he really just wants to fucking kill me. For
That's
real, dude.
terrible.
Oh, dude, yeah. Because when me, I'm not trying to get into what does James call it? Soapbox. What did he say? What does 3M call it? Soapbox spiel? I don't know, something like that.
On his soapbox, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, soapbox. Nah, it's just crazy, bro. It's like we're both Hispanics, but he just like hates me. And my wife ended up, coming with me when I joined the military, and he's just super mad about that since then. Crazy stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's like Bitcoin, bro. You make a choice, but it don't always go the way you see it.
Yeah,
You know. So
exactly.
All Star, yeah, right. All Star says everyone prepare your weapons, exo charts, ninja, kill it while the master is on vacation.
Yeah, I mean, and you guys are, left in really good hands, right? C-130 is gonna be here. Um, 3 a.m. is gonna be around. So, you guys are gonna have, you guys are gonna have,
Yeah, y'all gonna have to
a
deal with
crew,
me. You got to deal with me.
right? So there's gonna be some really good stuff. And then hopefully you guys are able to get to those 500 uh 500 followers on Instagram. That way I don't have to do a bunch of burpees, because 3 a.m. and I have a bet that you guys aren't going to get there by the end of the night, and I think that you guys are. So,
I posted the links, guys.
jump on that Instagram and follow that. But
Check
so
it out.
back to what I was talking about with the psychology piece, right? Set some times, right? Like I said, the routine is going to be key. Set some specific times that you're going to be trading, right? If you're on the computer studying, or you're watching the stream, tuning into the stream, that really doesn't count, because that's more of a learning aspect. But I'm talking about with your chart trader open, like with a chart that you can actually place a trade on. You got to shut those off. set something up. I know the midnight will be around as well. Um, you gotta be able to escape from that a little bit, or sometimes, because what is gonna happen is it's gonna just drive you crazy. And then every time you get an alert, you're gonna enter the trade off of FOMO instead of doing your technical analysis. And that's the thing, is you get an alert if you're not even paying attention. I know the alert earlier worked out pretty nice, but and then the second alert obviously didn't work out. But if you get an alert and you just place the trade and you're not doing any, you know, analysis by yourself, you don't even look at market structure, you just see that, someone from the admin section posted a trade, then that's not really just the way to go, right? And I've been down that road where I've joined things where, you get alert for options and this and that, and it's just so hard to understand how to manage the trade, right? And then for me, when I call out the trade, I get a lot of people like, "Hey, where's your stop loss?" The reason I don't post a stop loss a lot of times, guys, is because I don't want to tell you where to put your stop loss, because your stop loss, you know, we might put a stop loss at a different spot, or you might uh not be able to put your stop loss where I put my stop loss. So I want you guys, and that's the first step, right? Is managing the risk, and that's one thing that I'm really trying to teach you guys, is to manage your risk. And if I keep telling you where to put everything, then you're gonna just start following, right? And so that's kind of the first step, and the reason that I don't post my stop loss very much is because I want you guys to do that back end, right? The hard part, as I call it, right? Because winning a trade is easy, right? But managing a trade, that's where the hard part comes in. So for you guys to be able to place your own stop loss and manage your own risk, that is the key element for success. I saw a couple of questions. Someone wanted to know what this pink shaded area is, right? This pink shaded area is just uh it's called a selling tail. So it's just a little excess to the upside. Shows us that, we had some buying off of the bat, and it's pretty standard. I don't know if I condense this. Oh, hang on, I think it's this one. So did that do it? That's initial balance on. Oh, oh, holy shit! I don't know what just happened, guys. Hold on.
You got that fancy stuff. Guys, consider checking out that Instagram page. Consider checking it out, guys. I highly recommend it. Our community is just starting. It's just the beginning. And there's just a bunch of stuff that's going to come. The people that, kind of get in now, we kind of acknowledge them. We see who they are. We're keeping track of people. And, the people who are really putting in the effort and allowing, and you're just helping us grow this community super, super fast. You guys are being recognized. So I just want you guys to know that we have your back, and that, hard work does pay off. Everyone else that's in the chat, if you haven't followed the Discord or the Instagram, not saying do it, consider doing so, because there's a lot of value in there that you guys can get from that stuff. The Instagram, we're going to start posting some stuff on there soon, so that way, maybe you don't have your Discord notifications go off for certain alerts or certain things. We can update schedules on there. So just consider checking it out, guys.
All right, we'll see you later, midnight. Get some good sleep. I'll see you in the morning, I'm sure. Um, Someone said that G was an inside bar. Yes, it definitely was an inside bar. And now now we have H period kind of trying to crack the VWAP. So we're going to see if, buyers are going to come up here to try to defend this VWAP. We're seeing some responsive buying. All right, so the VWAP is a mechanical spot where buyers tend to come in to defend. Let's see. Someone was talking about single prints. I basically talked about it earlier, but we can go over it again. So if we go over here, so this is single prints right here, and basically single prints is just a liquidation, right? So someone was buying here, buying here, buying here, buying here, and closed their trade right here because sellers came in hard, and so this is just a liquidation. So it is just basically all these stops getting ran. There's pretty much no buying in this area. And it would be the inverse. If it was going up, there would be no selling. Um, and so all of these buyers, right? When you're a buyer, you turn into a seller, right? Basic supply and demand. I know I kind of harp on this every single time, but it is very important. When you buy something, right? So if you are a buyer here, you're looking to sell it immediately. So you're a buyer, right? Let's say you buy, an apple, right? Um, you want to sell it for more, right? Natural human nature. You bought something, you'd love to sell it for more, right? But you might not be able to just hold it forever till it goes to zero. You need to understand that sometimes you have to sell it, right? And so typically what happens is as soon as you become a buyer, you're going to sell it and you're going to sell it for more, you're going to sell it for less. Um, and sometimes you can get away with a scratch, right? Selling it for what you bought it for, but typically you're going to sell it for more or for less. And one way or another, you are going to sell it. So you have to understand that basic psychology behind this, how the market maker is understanding the supply and demand. And so what happens is you have all these people buying in these bars, and where they're planning on selling it, where their liquidation spot is going to be down here. But when we have heavy selling like this, and what causes these single prints, these liquidations, is you put in a sell order for here, but nobody's buying it. Nobody's buying it here, right? So you got to put a sell in lower. Nobody's buying it here. No, you got to put a sell in lower. Nobody's buying it here, and then so on and so forth. And that keeps happening until finally, people start buying some of these sell orders, right? And that's how supply and demand works in its simplest form. And that's why these single prints are formed, because basically all these people that are trapped long are trying to sell it as fast as they can, but they can't because buyers aren't willing to buy it. People that were going to buy up here are not going to buy it because you know of that. Yes, Alex, the liquidations and stops are the same thing. It's the exact same thing. I say liquidations for you guys because that's what you guys call it. It's just a bunch of stops getting ran. That's all this is. One big stop run. It just happens to be a liquidation. You can call it a liquidation just because it's it's basically people trying to rush to sell all of their shit before someone sells it before them. Some of these people that were long right here, they were able to get out right here, so they're okay. But this person who waited, instead of cutting their stop early, cutting these trades early, they're trying to chase price down.
I think
Hey
everyone.
Tom, with the $20. Thank you.
Oof.
Thank you, Tom. We really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely, Tom. All of your hard-earned $20 that you want to put towards a cause, man, is all going to go straight into the Discord infrastructure. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate the donation, and it just shows us that we have, the people here are all about it. The people here are for the team. Thank you so much, man. We really appreciate that.
So Swanson Family Channel, that's a funny name. Um, asks, Paul's question was, are these delta values actually filled executed orders, or can they be placed and canceled kind of to intimidate a spoof? The crypto chameleon from the Discord, by the way. Oh, okay. So they are actually executed orders, right? I tend to stay away. I know some people, I tend to stay. Oh, that's the Aussie 20. Yeah, 20 is 20. Oh, I see the AS. Oh, okay. Um, we appreciate it nonetheless, Tom. No matter where you're from, no matter what currency or what denomination, we appreciate it definitely.
150%.
But so yeah, the delta values are executed orders, and I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of like people use a DOM. I think you can add a DOM to this chart. I'm actually pretty sure you can. I think somebody did in the chat. Let's see. A DOM. Let's see where we can add it.
Guys in the chat, let's give some the applauding emoji for Tom Tennant and thank him for his contribution. Everybody should get a moment for their contribution. It's just, we should make it a thing. You guys should feel good about yourselves. It's not every time that you see someone that you're willing, like, it's just the way it is, guys. It's not every time that you see someone that you look at their videos and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna trust this person with my money, because that's what it is. That's what it is. And the thing is that we love the fact that our community trusts us, because we're not gonna disappoint you guys. Not in any way, because we're here for you guys. We're super team players. We're gonna make it happen together.
So let's look in this. Let's look in this this DOM here, right? So this DOM is kind of showing us that there's this huge sell order sitting right up here, right above the price. And so these DOM shows us orders that are not executed yet. These are called resting orders, and I tend to stay away from this, right? It takes a lot of skill to basically, this is called like reading the tape. It takes a lot of skill and a lot of practice. And with Bitcoin, it's, see how that order just ran away and price just ran up. So if you were shorting because you saw this huge order, you would have been in the short right there, and you would have been, you're negative on the trade right away, because these are not executed orders. And so it takes a lot of skill. And with Bitcoin, I really doubt anybody uses this. People really use this in the futures market sometimes, depending upon their trading style. But most of the time, this is scalpers that are using the DOM, and scalpers are taking 1 to 4 ticks. And here, with the way that Binance is working, and Bybit is, unless you have a size account, for a movement from 840 to 880, 3240 to 32,880, you're not making any money. You're losing money because of the fees, right? And so that's something that you've got to, honestly, you should just stay away from it. Dyer said he loves the DOM. Yeah. People love it, right? I don't think in crypto I don't think it's really good. Because one, this is only one exchange, so you're not really seeing the full DOM, because there's all kinds of other DOMs on other charts. So you'd have to have like a million DOMs open to actually get all of the information. And then, if you could analyze that, you're basically a robot. And then you should have no problem making money. We should be, getting information from you. So I would stay away from the DOM, but if you want to use it, use it. If you feel like it helps you trade better, then use it. Otto, what's up, man? Do
I
I
don't want to
use
chat.
AgriTrade?
I sent you the link on the Discord of what it is. It's just literally just it's like an order book.
AgriTrade?
Yeah. And once you click on it and open it up, it'll just say it's just a big aggregated
Someone
trades.
posted. Someone posted it yesterday. Let me open it up. Let's see what it's all about. Oh yeah. This is that thing that you used to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, worthless.
This man.
It's worthless. It's worthless. Do not
pretty
fucking
much
use
is.
this thing. It is cool because you can turn the sound on. I know Midnight had this on, and the sound is awesome. Kind of sounds like a Mario thing.
Yeah, it's like
But
ding, 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 ding.
it is fucking. It's just noise, guys. You don't need it. Again, this is my personal opinion. I'm not telling you guys to that it doesn't work, right? Because for some people it probably does, but it takes a lot of skill to understand a time in sales. So if you don't understand a time in sales, you're just, most people are just seeing, oh, damn, huge buy order come in, we're going up. Oh shit, huge sell order going in, we're going down. And you got to understand that this red, just because it's in red, doesn't necessarily mean that it's a sell. All that it means is that it traded on the bid. And the same thing with green, all it means is it traded on the ask. So these could be buy orders. You have no idea, no way to know for sure unless you're actually understanding market structure. If you really want to learn how to read tape, look up some videos. There's some people at S&B Capital that are really good at reading tape. Their training is very expensive, but they have some of the best tape readers at their hedge fund. And they've been successful. They're one of the kind of one of the only hedge funds like that's out there that's really only managed by a couple of people that's left, and it's because of how they train their traders. Their training is super expensive. I don't know how the retail side of their trading is. or training is um, because of the sounds I can hear when it stops our running. Yeah, I mean that's it. The sound, yeah, just put it on in the background, then play the sound. I know that's what Midnight likes to do. He likes the sound of it. But for me, I just keep it simple and try to not have any distractions or as the least amount of distractions as possible. Dyer said it's a hype machine. It is a hype machine. Just gets people amped up. But the time in sales, the Dom, right? It it was made originally to confuse retail traders because you think you know how to use it, but you don't. And if you want to learn how to use it, learn how to use it. Get on the internet, find out how to use it, and then use it, right? Because you can be good at it and good at using it. There is people that are, but they didn't just pop the time and sales on their chart and and that's how they do it. So that's one thing I strongly recommend is definitely checking that out. I use Bybit because it never has gone down on me before. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of issues with a lot of these crypto places because they said their stuff is going down. But anyways, Anthony, long story short, no, I don't use AgriTrade. I think it's worthless
Yeah.
unless you're using it for just the sound. Then I guess it's cool.
Guys, we have 80 viewers and we have 55 likes. Let's see if we can smash that algorithm. Every stream so far, I mean, we've been seeming to kill it, and it really does help out with the overall goal of the Discord, and that's ultimately, to try to reach every single trader that needs advice with trading and helping them out. That's the simple goal. We want to bring them into our community, into our Discord, say, hey, welcome. No need to worry anymore, brother or sister. We're here to help you out, right? We want to make them feel welcomed, right? We want to make you guys feel welcomed. We want to let you guys know that we're here no matter what. That's step one. Step two, check out the streams if you like, if you want to or not. You don't have to. Just check them out every now and then. See if you find some stuff. See if you see something that's eye-grabbing. And if you like it, stay tuned and, we'll keep throwing value your way. Step three, maybe throw a suggestion here or there. And step four, right, which is the main goal, just be active. Be active. These people here, trust me, guys, if you're new here, these people here are all about success and they're all about helping. You'll never find a Discord like this. I don't know why the entire financial area and investment area, this entire sector, when it comes to making content or people being YouTubers and making stuff, nobody has stood up and said, you know what, it's about time the people get what they want. And we're going to be part of a revolution, guys. And I want to thank you guys for supporting the cause and being here and allowing new traders that were, that you were in their shoes at one point. It's awesome to see people help each other out. That's great.
We talked about it today in the Discord. What we were talking kind of about options and futures training and stuff like that. Is that something that you guys would like to see or like to start, maybe talking about in the mornings with our Bangs and Bitcoin mornings? Because we can know Mr. Obvious tonight. Yeah, I don't even know if he's still in the Discord, to be honest with you.
Oh, Mr. Obvious. Coffee time. Andy's coffee time, guys. Do you want one? Loving it. Oh, okay. Coffee time, guys. Do you want one? Loving it. Brad and C130, 3 a.m. Is it worthwhile pairing off experienced traders with new traders on Zoom calls? What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, I mean it could definitely be beneficial for sure. It's always good to have somebody there that can, kind of help you out. You don't want to be, it can be a little bit intimidating, I'm sure. I've worked with some better traders, and can definitely be a little bit intimidating, but it can definitely be beneficial as well. So that's a great idea. We should once we get that accountability thing rolling, we should try that.
All Star says maybe one day we can get Robert Kiyosaki on a stream.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know who Robert Kiyosaki is? He's the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh, okay. I read the book. I kind of didn't remember the name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
a
that's yeah,
cool
that'd be
guy.
cool. Yeah, I like that book. That's definitely a good book.
Yeah, he's really good at just getting your mindset changed. Like when I first became an investor, that's honestly one of the first people I heard of was Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, that book, Psycho-Cybernetics, um, Trading in the Zone, One Good Trade, all great books to definitely check out along your trading journey for sure. We were kind of trying to blow up BitBoy today to try to see if we could
Oh
get
yeah.
him to check out our trading style. No response, of course.
Yeah, honestly, guys, I've seen a lot of people. It's actually good you brought that up, Brad. A lot of people on the Discord were like, "Yeah, we probably come off like scammers, this and that," and we probably do. Like from their point of view, right? They haven't taken the red pill, and this is cold cut, dry truth, right? Us, right? We're not there to siphon their community. We're not there to steal their viewers. We're not there. You guys have been in the Discord long enough. You guys know how we teach people, right? We're just here to provide value, and we just want people to be exposed to this, so that that way they can make the decision if this is something that they want to pursue as far as trading. And that's the goal, is that everybody can win. We don't want people in the crypto space to divert away from the truth and the market structure. We want them to actually see it and trade it and be profitable. That's the goal. And do we come off as scammers? Probably. I would not doubt it. I mean, everything here is free, so I don't see how we can be scammers, which is mind-boggling because that's the perception they get. But it's normal, guys, because that's just what they've been through. They know it's too, they're just like, it's too good to be true. But you guys are here, and I mean, well, you guys are witnessing it, pioneers.
Pioneers. Ian says, "Hey guys, I'm a new trader today. I had my first day over 100 in profit. Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you." B's the Sprague said it worked for Jason Casper. Is that what they did?
Yeah,
If
they.
this was other YouTube channel, probably they would already have stole 1K from you guys.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Um,
I wouldn't doubt it. Like, I wouldn't doubt it if like they would, if this was like another like hyped up, YouTube channel, whatever. Everyone would be like, oh yeah, let's partner, because most people that are like super hyped up YouTube channels, they're not about the people, and they partner quick. Like they sell out quick, guys. Like quick. It's insane. Us, I mean, they can come up to us and say, hey, you want to, partner up, get this indicator going to your people, this and that. If it doesn't provide value to you guys, we're not going to give it to you guys. 3 a.m. actually touched up on this in the morning stream. We're not going to give you guys anything that we haven't done, and we're not going to give you something that we know isn't going to work. It's just not what we do. It's no, no, thank you. Like, you just got to hit him with that later.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't, yeah, I don't think we come off as scammers, anyways. He's all about hyping people's stuff. He seems, I watched a lot of his stream today. Actually, I watched it for a couple of hours today. And he seems like he's mostly just trading the news. His charts to me are just like chaotic because there's like so much going on them. I don't know how. Um, I mean, I know how he's trading, right? He has a larger account, so he can sit in positions a little bit longer. He has an interesting outlook. It was actually kind of interesting. I don't know if those of you that were here from the stream last night about how I talked about, why the government wants to switch to crypto, about how they can tax everything and they can track everything. He actually talked about that on his stream today. So it was interesting because we talked about it last night on the stream, so maybe he's watching. Like we always like to joke, we got some Elon spies in the stream. Maybe BitBoy popped in our stream and was like, "Hey, that's a good point. Let me talk about that on my stream." Um,
Dude, that just sucks too, man. Because if somebody like that were to come on our Discord, bro, we could all just shake hands and welcome everybody. You know what I mean, Brad? Like, that's just the crappy part about it, is everyone's out on a free for all, and it doesn't have to be a free for all.
yeah, that's what makes our Discord unlike any other Discord, for me at least, is because we don't have people that are trying to shit on everybody. We have a community where everyone is kind of here for each other and they're kind of trying to help each other as much as they can. No one's uh no one's basically telling someone else that they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, or they don't know this, they don't know that. We're all kind of just here trying to help each other, succeed. It says you have two delta columns in view. Is each one aggregate of the left 10 bars? So no, so each one's just an aggregate of the section. And I actually figured out how to move this. Let me see. So that's finally figured that out. That's super cool. So it's just a matter of this section. So you're just like it's not really necessarily 10 bars, but it's just this. I mean, there might be 10 bars. I'm not sure. I've never counted. Yeah, long and short. He did talk about it today. Yeah, that's what I found about that was pretty interesting. And you were here last night, long and short, when we talked about it. So, it was pretty funny.
We're talking about Tesla too, and he brought that up as well.
Oh yeah, we were talking about Tesla. Oh yeah, because I talked about shorting Tesla in the morning stream.
Yeah.
And he talked about how Tesla was just shit. So it was interesting. Yeah, maybe he is checking it out. Who knows? You never know.
Hit him with that.
Hey boys, harmless, but we want to dig deeper. We need channels like this. This is a lifestyle channel. Yeah, and that's kind of what we preach here is um, we're not here, trying to talk about Lambos and all the other fancy cars out there. We're just trying to talk about how to take control of your financial well-being, take control of your life, and being able to enjoy life, right? Because that's what it's all about. It's all about being able to enjoy the things in life. There's no point in making all this money if you're sitting in front of a computer screen for 16 hours a day.
That sounds
what is the
miserable.
yeah, what is the point in that, honestly? So for me, what I'm looking for is if I can get on the computer for a couple of hours, make a couple dollars, then that's that's my total goal, right? Is to enjoy life. Like today we got that long trade, right? And we have to thank 3 a.m. for that because I was literally sleeping outside in the like we have like these outside chairs or whatever my wife bought, but I was passed out and my phone's just vibrating because 3 a.m. is just nonstop texting me. I woke up and walked inside, grabbed a water, looked at the computer, and then we kind of had a nice long trade set up, so I posted it, then boom, popped right up. So it was actually kind of nice. So shout out to 3 a.m. For helping us catch a nice little trade today.
3 a.m.
Oh,
is
and
like
Chappies
a
gave you guys a shirt before that. Nice, that's awesome. See, and that's the best thing. We have this community that we're not all reliant on anybody or any specific person. We're all able to help each other out, and that's what's so great about this.
everybody.
Hey
Everybody
guys,
wins.
I'm the old guy in the group, 57, and started crypto last summer, full-time learning and trading now. This is the real deal for professional trading education. I've got a lot to learn. Hey Andy, welcome. They always joke with me and say that I'm 60 years old.
This
So
man's old. This man Brad old as
uh
hell. I'm like, come on now.
um but yeah, nothing wrong with being older. That just means you're wiser, right?
Exactly.
That's how that works.
Glad to have you, man. Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you get very good content from this. We're all here for you, man. If you need anything, just ask me or Bitcoin Brad. And the community members are also really great with advice. Have a lot of experience in that Discord.
Oh, Nimraz, you're still in there? Nice.
Janelle.
Janelle, thank you.
Thank you so much. $5. Thank you. We appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. This just brings joy to my heart seeing you guys donating. It's awesome. It's awesome because it's all going to a cause that's going to help us. Literally every donation, right? It doesn't matter if it's $1, $2, $3. Every single donation makes that much of a difference because it's like gas, right? Me, Bitcoin Brad, 3 AM Trader, right? We got a tank of gas, right? And let's just say, we're gonna get there, but we gotta refuel, right? You guys are literally just helping us refuel along the way, and we get there faster, and we do it together. And guys, we love doing this. We want to thank you guys so much. Thank you, Janelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate your contribution towards the Citadel.
Yeah, thank you, Janelle. And like we said, everything's gonna go back towards, improving this for sure. Long and short, you're older than me. Yeah, I think I'm 32, so kind of like right in the middle, I guess. Um
Yeet. This man.
I'll probably live to be 100 at least.
No, I heard
Uh
the 30s are like the male's peak performance, right? I heard some stuff like that. Like your 30s are the best years of your life where you perform the best physically.
hmm, yeah,
That's
I mean
that's
maybe.
what I've been
Maybe I should
hearing.
start playing hockey again, see if I make the NHL.
No, for real. That's why I was hearing the PT test was like so high for people who are like the age of 30 and above, like the push-ups, like they increase and stuff. I mean, the mile I think shortens,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's once I turn 35, run for president. So I need to be in the peak performance
that's making me
for
taking
that.
cold showers every day.
Then you guys will see Bitcoin Brad, President of the United States. It's always been a dream of mine. Some kids wanted to be, the quarterback of their professional team. I always wanted to be the president. It just seemed like such a cool opportunity to be able to lead people, especially if you have like an actual selfless mentality and really take control and lead people the right way. That would always been a dream of mine.
Hell yeah, man. I shared the same ambition as you too, bro. When I was younger, I kind of low key, not gonna lie, did get my my heart shattered when I saw how the political system actually runs. Like it's just seeing the structure for what it is. It kind of just it's just as a kid you don't see all the lobbying and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's
It's just
definitely a lot of
it's just the
uh,
way it is.
stuff that happens for sure.
Oh yeah. Actually, Brad, I kind of want to read you this question, or not really a question. This chat. So Alex, he says a lot of people use. I'm assuming they're talking to the YouTuber Crypto Kite, but he's saying a lot of people use Kite's spreadsheet to figure out leverage. What is your personal take on leverage for people who are new here? How do you implement that into your risk management?
So it just depends on your account size, right? I would recommend like 1 to 2 times leverage, especially if you're starting off. If you're just starting off and you haven't really been consistent over an extended period of time. Um, and then you can go up from there. If you are more certain in the trade and you're confident, then you can maybe lever up. The thing is if you go high leverage, you're going to get stopped out faster. So you could still be right on your trade plan, but got stopped out and lost the trade because you levered up too high. So for your leverage, you're trying to make a loss. If you get stopped out no bigger than 3% of your account size, I would try to cut back on that. I would try to make it like 1% of your account, right? Try to make your loss like 1%. So if you're levering a little bit too high, or if you can, figure out the math that's going to make it for your account to be about 1%, that would be the ideal target, 1% of your account for sure. Um, sometimes you just are so confident in the trade that you 100x it, right? Sometimes we had someone today in the Discord who took their lucky number and 69x'd it on that long trade from earlier. So
Nice.
that is that is good. Let's see if we can run these stops to the upside. While we're looking at running the stops, why don't you guys run up that like button? Let's run that like button up. Try to get us to so we can get that C130 100x uh indicator. Start getting over the 100.
That's when them stops truly be running, man.
Yeah, that is when stops run. So if you guys want to see a stop run to the top, smack that like button and let's let it go. 30 is like being like 20, 30 is like being 20 with money. Yeah, that's basically true.
What the heck?
Yeah.
This
Would
man.
you be able to show some one or two of the previous setups you had using your strategy, trying to understand how to see what you see for a setup? I'm new, been relying on indicators. Yeah, JD, definitely. So let's go back to this morning. where we took the first trade, which was right here. And so typically I try to not get in a trade right before the open, but this one was just one of those ones that you can't pass up on. I don't know if Chappies is in the chat, but I think it was him that I was talking with in the Discord, and we both jumped in this trade. Um, when we broke the point of control, right? And like I said, it looked to me like during the overnight session, look at this buying up at the top, right? Um, this buying, we have all this buying up here, and we have J period. It runs these stops in I, runs these stops in G, but can't break the actual structure. So we had a bunch of people that bought up here during D period, and J period couldn't come back up. Neither could K, neither could L, neither could M. And so this is what's called one time framing. And this one just happens to be to the downside. And so what one time framing means is that every subsequent bar cannot break the high of the previous bar. And so that is called one time framing down, and that's letting you know that the buying is shutting off lower and lower and lower. And so that's kind of what I was looking at how we were getting it. And then the reason I like the short is because as we were going down, we're getting close to this open. We were getting right down to the bottom of structure. I knew there's a bunch of stops hiding right here. And, so we got in the trade. Let me look at the Discord. So I can give you the number that we actually got in on. Yeah. I posted the trade at 628. So I got in literally like probably like right here. Um, my entry was 32,818. Oh, so no, actually it was higher. 32, 32,818. What bar is this? I don't know. So, anyways, there's a screenshot of it on the Discord. But so, the reason behind it is that we have the buildup of stops down here, and we have the session open. I'm not a huge fan of getting in the trade on the session open, just because just because you never know what's going to happen on the open, right? The CME Open is the US cash open, and they could just decide, you know what, I love this price on Bitcoin, I'm taking this thing up, right? And they could just start running all these stops right here because there is a lot of stops. There's stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here, stops here. And so they can just decide to just run this thing up. And one thing that I try to stay away from the open, like right at the open, but this one just looked like if I didn't jump in soon, that we were gonna miss the trade. Turns out this bar came up a little bit, so we were a little bit red in the trade, and then we had the sell off. But we see we ran these stops, ran these stops, ran these stops, and so this is as price was coming down, we jumped in the trade, and then the market just kind of sold off the morning. And one thing that helped us kind of stay in this trade a little bit longer, right, was we came down to this spot, right? We had this little bounce, but we looked over here in the delta, and we're not seeing any real buying, right? Look at this, 26K, 69K. There's not real buying in here, so we're pretty safe right here. And then we had a nice push down in the D period, but D period, it shows us that there's a lot of selling. I mean, so I think there's one buy. No, there's small buys right here, but pretty much from this 1.6 down is all selling. And so what this is I mean, and this probably would have been a decent long opportunity. It's just that this is where I closed a short position. So I'm not trying to get long off my short position. I know the crypto people, they love to close a short and go long right off of it. For me, it's just not my style. I'm a little bit more patient. But I mean, it would have been a great long opportunity. But it's showing you that there's trap shorts, and it's just a FOMO down into it. And that's kind of the same idea that I saw here when we took the long, is that we had this huge selling. You see this 1.9 million selling, and you have the buying right above it, and people start smacking the sell, but price is not really going down. We barely broke G, and we couldn't break down any further. And so, that's where we decided to get long. I posted it about going long at uh what was it? It was 31. I can't remember. I think it was 32 150. I think it was right here. Yeah, 32 150 is where I posted. This is where I'm looking to get long at. I'm keeping my eye on this position. And like I said earlier, when we got in this trade, as soon as I got in the trade, we went red. Um, and so I was like, dang, maybe I'm seeing something wrong. Out of, reevaluating the trade, of course. But then as soon as I saw J stop right here and come back up, that's when I knew I was in the clear. Right. So that's where, so if you get your initial entry right here, you see J come down, it doesn't go any further. This is called half back, right? We've talked about half back, halfway down the previous bar. Mechanical buying steps up, buys half back. This is when you add to the position or just lever up. Um, and you can see this is when your rocket ship forms, and we just took off as soon as we got in this trade. We had a chance to jump in. It kind of waited for us, and then we got a chance to lever up and really kind of shoot off into the sky. And then the other trade, and you can see that it was a nice little move. Um, you can see the other trade where we at that we tried to take was here, and the reason being was fairly the same. We had a move down. We were trying to hold this point of control. It looked to me as if buyers were holding and sellers were getting trapped down here, even though we're making consecutive lower lows, right? Um, I probably shouldn't have been doing this. I was kind of in and out of the house, making some food on the barbecue tonight. But it looked really good. And then, we had a nice little liquidation. We sold down. And then after, we were able to get back in the long, kind of a FOMO trade, or a YOLO trade, actually, I called it. Um, just trying to catch that run up, because it did look to me like sellers were getting trapped, right? And now it looks like a pretty fair auction down below. We are kind of seeing um, what you call uh, like a poor low. So if I pull up this chart, it's a little bit easier to see. Um, Well, yeah, well, I guess it's actually pretty decent excess. So you have the little tail right here. That's that buying tail. So it looks like a completed auction. This looks like a pretty normal um auction. So it's not really saying that supply is shut off, just that the auction was done down here and that price moved back into the value area. These white letters are out of value and the green letters are in value. Let me look at the chat. It went to 31,005 MTH. What you talking about earlier today? Yeah, it went down. Oh, you got off, huh? Oh, sirs. You went to bed. Right. Will Cosby, got to call it a night. Thanks for the help. You guys are offering followers. I'll be back. Awesome, Will Cosby. If you're not in the Discord, definitely jump in the Discord. Definitely a bunch of helpful people in there. Um, was that, how do you say that? Sci worker. You have to go now. Watch the rest afterwards. Yeah, thanks for coming. And like I said, if you're not in the Discord, just jump in the Discord. Introduce yourself, guys. We want to get to know everyone on a personal level. Why are there E's under the D? So are you talking about my other chart, Lewis? So I have this one separated. So if I were to just expand it, it just goes like that. But I have it I just have it on profile form, so it's the same. I don't have the same time set up as I do on the exo charts. But you could edit this through NinjaTrader and just make it so it's bars. Just kind of depends on what you want to do. What is this chart you are looking at? So this is called exo charts. It's called a time price opportunity chart, TPO as an abbreviation. And so basically all it is just 30-minute bars, and they're just set up differently so you can kind of eliminate the noise, right? This thing doesn't offer you all of the things that I want it to give me, kind of like my other chart does, but we can take all the information that we need just out of this chart. I know it looks kind of complicated, but it looks but believe me, it's more simple than it looks for sure.
Brad, my mic was muted, bro. I did not know. I was talking to the mic, and I was just getting no response from you, bro. And I looked over. I'm like, oh no way, my mic is muted. So I was clearing my throat, and I forgot to unmute it.
You need one of those on air buttons like right above your head so it tells you when your
Oh,
mic is muted and not muted.
dude, that'd be great, bro. Because I was literally talking. I was like reading the questions to you, and like you would start talking. I'm like, wait, like Brad's acting a little weird. I looked over, and I'm like, oh, I'm freaking muted, man.
Mhm.
I was like, what the heck?
Did I miss any questions?
No, no, no. The chat kind of people were listening, so the chat kind of slowed down while we were giving where you were giving that brief explanation. And you said something that made a lot of sense towards the end when Worker and Will Cosby were hopping off the stream. Guys, if you're gonna hop off the stream, I highly recommend at least, please, like and we're doing this because we want you guys to get the maximum value possible from this. Just at least join the Discord. At least just join it. Feel the vibe out for one day after the stream. Just do that. If you don't like it, leave. It's all good. No hard feelings, right? We don't want to hold you guys here if this isn't your trading style. We're not here to sell you guys something or sell you guys like a car, and just keep pulling you by your shoulder and be like, hey man, like, you sure we can offer you a great interest rate? Like, no, like, if you're gonna get off the stream, I highly recommend, right, at least checking the Discord out, because then at least when you're in the Discord, you'd be like, let me check these people out. Let me see how they are. You can scroll through there and be like, oh, they're not half bad people, or oh, I don't like this, right? Because if you get off the stream, it's really easy to just be like, I'll just keep scrolling through YouTube and look through other people's content, right? Give the community a shot and just see what you think. I promise you, you're gonna take, someone's gonna break off half of a red pill and give it to you, and you're gonna be like, holy crap. Then you're gonna take the rest of the red pill, and then when Bitcoin Brad talks, you're gonna be seeing what he says, and you're gonna be smelling his explanations. Like, you're gonna start tripping, and you're gonna start seeing the market from a different angle. It's gonna be a trip.
Yeah, and I'm excited, excited for the future ahead, for sure, for everybody as we go forward. Like I said, my goal is to get you guys to the point where you are consistently profitable by the end of the year, right? Even if it's just $10 a day, consistent profits is the goal. 897 Studio says I'm Nano 805 on the Discord. 805, huh? Where is that? Santa Barbara? Where are you down? You're in California? Join the Discord, you will make money, right? But that used to be the thing back from the Citadel. Just listen to this and you'll make money.
Yeah, right. That was on the description, the old one. It was like, yeah, just watch this. You'll make money.
Is there a way we can pull up the footprint chart on TradingView? Are you talking like this footprint? I don't think so, if that is the question. Um, I do not think so.
Guys,
I don't think you should use the footprint chart anyways, but
let's destroy that like button. Let's get that like button going and see if we can run some stops on stream, guys.
is there a list of terms that we can start to learn for TPO, like halfback, one-time framing down, etc.? Yeah, we're gonna do a Inland Empire, nice. We're gonna do a course on the TPO, maybe like a TPO boot camp, right? Where we get everyone up to speed on the TPO and everyone, you know, just nailing the TPO and knowing everything. I know I talk um a little bit about certain terms, but if you have a question, like definitely just pop it in the chat. I have, even if I've already gone over it, I have no issues at all uh going back over it. Sue said, when you say lever up after the start of a trade, what is some of your thought process to determine how much to add? So it really just depends. It really just depends on what how confident you are in the trade for that. That's pretty much it. Someone says screen resolution is not good. Is it our screen resolution is not good?
No, it's my OBS. Like you can see it, but I have to really go in there and transfer my settings over.
Okay.
It's not like terrible. It's just like you look at it and you're like, oh, like let me change my settings, and it's already on like 720p or like 1080. I can change all that tonight, guys. So tomorrow we should be good with the settings. I have to change over to this interface. It helps us stream on Twitch as well, so we can same reason why we made the Instagram, right? Maybe there are people who are traders that are just starting off, and on Instagram they'll see the trading vets, be like, oh, let me check these guys out. Same thing on Twitch. We're just trying to gain more exposure to the community as a whole, guys. That's the goal. But we will definitely fix those settings for you guys. We want you guys to see these numbers on the screen.
Okay, Anthony, you're bearish bull in the Discord. Yeah, so if we are trying to develop a TPO for Trading View, so you can have this on Trading View. It's just that the code of PineScript is a little bit more complicated. Well, not really complicated, just new, I guess. Um, but once we get it done, we're gonna try to get it out as quick as we can.
Brad, do you
Um,
oh, were you gonna say something?
as I says, are you guys considering moving the stream from just chatting to crypto? I didn't know there was a crypto spot on the
Is there?
Twitch. Yeah, so maybe next stream we can move it over to the crypto stream.
Okay. That's why it's awesome, man. I love people giving suggestions and feedback, man. I did not know that.
Oh, what's up, Jumbo? What's happening? You trading veterans? Yeah, it probably does matter what you're using because I'm looking at the stream on my computer and it looks all right. Um, of course not as good as like the resolution of the actual screen, but I don't think really that's possible.
That'd be so much data. That'd be so amazing. I love being able to draw on the chart. Alex,
Yeah,
go ahead,
that's
Brad.
a that's something I've emailed them about it. Um, the only thing that we can really add is just horizontal lines at this point. You just double click and you get a horizontal line. I would like to be able to draw on the chart a little bit. But this is a newer interface, and so they're trying to add all of the things. But if I get an email back, I'll let you know. I think you could probably get. I think some people have an affiliate link through this. You know, I just try to email them from my normal email, so we'll see if they can respond back. What were you gonna say though, C-130?
Oh no, I was gonna say we usually do a Q&A, but we can do like a feedback session, a community session for the last 10 minutes that we have of the stream, and kind of get people's feedback on things that we should and could improve, things that maybe we want to sustain and keep, just things like that. I feel like that would be a good little outro kind of thing, get your guys' opinions, get something nice going. So I mean, what do you guys think, right? What do you guys feel like we should improve as far as the Discord or the YouTube, anything really? What do you guys think? Also, big shout out to Sue Nelson in the chat, OG from day one, same as Jumbo. Also, they're both veterans.
Any short signals on BTC, it's falling. So let's watch how it acts down here at the bottom of structure. Basically we saw it come up. Oh, thought I had my pen out. You saw it come down, make a little bit of structure, came up, so it formed a little structure. Uh, saw it not be able to touch this F high. So, if anyone, what is this called, right? Or none of these bars are taking out the top of this previous bar. This looks, fairly familiar. Who can tell me what's this called? Toss it in the chat. See who's paying attention, who's taking notes. I
I,
just talked about this.
I can tell you right now, bro, off the bat, Anthony Flores is probably going to answer that question. He's been taking notes the entire time, man.
Oh, Bear in the Creative Expo charts is active in his Discord. Oh, I could check that out. One time framing down. Clipper nailed it, right? He's the first one. Yeah,
Hey.
hey, we're one time framing down, and typically that means one time framing, boom, everyone's getting it. I like it. I like it. You guys are definitely paying attention.
Oh, dang.
Um,
Look at the rest of the people that entered after. Like,
yeah.
they're probably typing it. One time framing. Good job, guys.
And that's what we're looking for. And so what we want to see, what I would like to see, kind of like how we talked about, is now that we have our structure, we kind of just have to be patient and wait for our next best trades. What we want to see is we want to see a break of structure, have it retest the structure, and see sellers defend this area. See sellers actually keep the price down, to push us down farther. Right? We have about 5 more minutes until this bar happens. So sometimes what happens is we had the selling, we ran the stops here. Looks like we ran the stops here. So we'll see if this next bar opens and tries to push for these F and E stops. You can try to front run it and get in early, but you just have to understand that, sometimes there's a big buyer just waiting right here and just wants to, run it back up. So if you do get into the profit, take your profit. Don't let a winner turn into a loser. Anthony Flores said they wrote it first. Did we miss it?
Oh, yeah, I see it. Oh, I guess it was a little laggy. Wait, no, you did, yeah. Anthony Flores. Oh, okay, so Clipper and then Anthony Flores. It was probably a little bit of lag in between both. They were both really close. It was like within seconds. Hey guys, I mean honestly, it's no one's here to take credit for anything, right? The goal is, guys, is that you guys nailed it. You guys nailed it. Anthony Flores, Clipper, Jumbo, Serendipity, right? You guys are participating, and that's what we like to see is you guys are putting the effort. So we sure as hell are gonna definitely be putting in the effort. We're gonna be putting that effort to 150%. It's kind of we're gonna be leveraging our efforts. 100x, screw it, 150x. Bitcoin Brad style, running the stops and everything, guys. The whole buffet. Feel me? We're eating out here. We're doing it. You ever been to a buffet? Oh no, go ahead. I was gonna say a joke. Go ahead.
Dribble says so. There could be a possible long incoming. No, that's not really what I'm saying. Like for me, I like the long like at the top of the structure. I don't really like the long off the bottom. We took this long right here just because there was just so much selling and price didn't go anywhere. But that's more of what's called a fade trade, and more of an experienced trade. I don't recommend fade trading if you don't really know what you're doing. For this, I would be more looking for the break of structure, the retest, and then the sell off, right? But you'd have to see it how it's going to act at these lower levels to see if it's gonna get these stops down here. Maybe we can catch a nice little stop run before the stream ends. That'd be cool. Maybe catch a little short.
We always do somehow. Just always do. I don't know how.
GT James, if you're not seeing yourself getting credit for the raffle, go in the Discord and at 3 a.m. trader, the 3 a.m. trader, whatever his name is in there, and be like, yo, where's my credit?
Update my list. It's like S1, dude.
Clay, what's up?
When they lose your leaf form after you submitted it 7 times.
Yeah, that's what just happened for me.
It's ass.
You're hungry AF? Me too, man. I'm hungry AF too. That's how you know he's from California. You're saying AF.
This fool.
Damn, hungry AF.
What they be saying? Oh, in Cali they be saying hella a lot too, huh? I heard that's a Cali thing because I used to say that and people would assume I'm from Cali.
Like a valley thing in California. People say hella.
Hello.
I say hell of all the time.
With a V?
Um,
Like kind of like hell of, you know?
hell,
Hell of a lot
uh,
type shit.
like no, like hell of like
Mm.
hell of. Uh, GT James. Órale, bro. Hella's not from the Bay, bro. No mames. Shit's
This
not from
fool.
the Bay. Shit's from the Valley, bro. My sister says hella a lot. It's annoying as fuck. My brother hates it too when you say hella. Every time anyone says hella, he goes hella. Like just the shit talk them. GT James, are you from the Bay Area? Damn delayed in my video. I was wondering why there was a delay in the chat. Oh, you're from Covina? Okay. Nice, nice. A lot of California people in here. That's cool.
Guys, if you are in the Discord and you find someone who you know, let's say you're in there talking about some stuff and they, you know, they give their input and, you know, let's just say they're talking about stuff that you don't know, right? Don't take that as a threat, right? You know, we are a great community that's all about helping each other, right? Take that guy's knowledge and pick his brain a little bit, you know, ask him for certain things that he sees, ask for his or her strategies, ask that person how they see the market, right? Pick their brain, use it as a resource. And when we come on stream, you know, hey, such and such was talking about this in the Discord. I was wondering how would you go about this? Or such and such said that the stops can get ran after we break past this on here. How do we go about this? You know, just never stop learning. Never shut off anyone else because of their opinion. Continue to learn. Continue to grow and flourish into the amazing trader that you want to be. That's what it's about at the end of the day, is growing and achieving that goal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just have to, set your goals and try to achieve them little by little. Understand that you're not going to just get everything done in one day. So, so we've got about 7 minutes left before we end the stream. Um, any last questions before we kind of start getting ready to close up? We'll be back on again, in the morning, 6:30 a.m. for bangs and Bitcoin.
I love that stream, dude. I love having to wake up in the morning. You know, I just started trying it out, man, when we were talking about it, dude. It's so worth it. I wake up with a lot of energy now. I'm just like, okay, let's do this. I'm not groggy anymore.
Nice, yeah. It just comes down with, getting once you get in that routine, like for me, when I wake up, I'm ready to go. I'm up, I'm out of bed, go down to my computer, call 3 a.m. 100 times until he wakes
Dude,
up, and then we
he
get our day started.
he does not have it in the
Um,
mornings, bro. I be talking to him, I be like, hey, yo, 3 a.m. He's like, what's up, man? He's just so freaking cranky.
it is so early for him
I
too, though.
know,
He's
dude.
in
I know.
Hawaii, so he's 3 hours behind us, so it's pretty early.
The 3 a.m.
Question:
trader.
By the current delta, it seems like selling is stronger. Am I seeing it right? Let's take a peek. Um, so at the price, right? You just kind of watch the number. You can see we're dropping um into a more negative number. And so what we want to see is once this number keeps dropping, you want to see price move down, right? You see some buying right there. You want to see the price move down. I think it is a pretty fair auction, right? You have selling, selling, buying, selling, buying, 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 selling, selling, buying, buying, selling, selling, so it's pretty fair auction down here. Um, it is a little bit later, and so it's just gonna, it's just gonna kind of tell us that we just have to wait, right? You just gotta wait. I know everyone wants to be in a trade all the time, but like I always say, there is there is, 80% of your time is spent watching, 20% of your time is spent actually in a trade. And that's gonna help you be successful, over an extended period of time. If you're always trying to be in a trade, like I said, especially in the crypto community, I've come across a lot of people that as soon as they get out of uh long trade, they want to go into a short trade, and they basically just want to be in the market all the time because they feel like they're missing out, right? And that's just a psychology thing. You just got to get control of your psychology, understand that you're not really missing out, and understand that there's going to be more trades. There's always going to be more trades. That, we've hit, you know, so many good trades in the past couple of weeks, and I'm sure we'll hit some more, right? Uh, we've been on a little bit of a hot streak, right? We went 3 for 4 today, still in my book, that's a huge, win. Um, so definitely, you definitely want to understand that you don't always have to be in a trade. 3am says if we don't get to 500 on Instagram, Brad's doing 20 burpees per person, short of 500. Yeah, help me out. That's a lot of burpees, right? I think we're at like three something. So if I have to do 20 times 100, I'm not trying to do that many burpees, right? Um, what should I trade on mobile? If you absolutely have to trade on mobile, right? Um, Oh, you're talking about Binance will probably work decently on mobile. It's just tough to trade on mobile because you're not really getting all the good information that you really want to get. So what I would do is unless you don't have a computer and you have to trade off mobile, but if you can just, only trade when you're on your computer, then just do that. Just stick to doing that.
Guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut the stream off. We're gonna cut the stream off just to stick to our schedule. We have a set schedule for us streaming and then going straight over to the Discord and fixing up and improving. That's why we ask for those suggestions. So what happens is we'll ask you guys suggestions along the way. We get feedback and we create a feedback loop right after the stream. We get off of the stream and we go into the Discord, fix up the Discord, make sure the channels are okay, see how everyone's doing. And then we go ahead and provide value through Discord until the next stream comes up in the morning at 6:30. And we hop on there, give you guys value, keep up with you guys, ask you guys how you're doing, what do you guys want to improve, and then go to Discord. It's a self-fulfilling cycle. It's been awesome. It's been awesome having you guys here. The next stream is going to be at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. So if you want to stay tuned for that, for the Bangs and Bitcoins, where we provide value through, a kind of a somewhat macro perspective, just based off of how things are, but also going over the current market conditions, and how things are going to play out. We also do some trade reviews. We can get some stuff going for tomorrow. But before we end everything, guys, check out the Instagram page. I'm going to post it here in the chat. If you go to the Instagram page, click on the first post and check it out. There is a little raffle that we're doing. Once we hit the first 500 followers on Instagram, there's going to be a raffle for 20 seats. 20 people will get selected to be in a live Zoom session with Bitcoin Brad. And we will be teaching you guys pretty much a sneak peek of of what we're going to be teaching for TPO, and we'll also be able to answer personalized questions. So check that out, guys. It's a very good opportunity. Again, we you don't pay with money, you pay with love, share the love, spread the links out to people. Don't just spam it, just give it to someone who might need it. That'd be the best way to go about it. And check out the Discord as well. We have a lot of people there who are awesome, who are willing to help. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat as well. So check that out. Go in there, make some friends, make some families. You guys in the chat, you're already family. So thank you so much. Overall have a great day and be safe trading. Brad, is there anything you want to add before we close shop tonight?
897 was asking something about the radio. I wasn't sure what they meant.
The radio.
I said something about the radio. Will you guys trade the radio or something real quick? I'm not sure what you mean, but let us know. And we can maybe help you out. But I appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate everyone tuning in for the stream. And just make sure that you're managing that risk and sticking to your trade plan, making sure you're having a trade plan. Here's a suggestion for getting Brad off his burpees: more content on the Insta. That'll increase the followers. Yeah, for real, no credits. Tell that to 3 a.m. That's what I've been saying. I want to post some funny stuff on there, but he's kind of holding it back until we get to that 500 followers. So, Oh no, what do I use to trade? I use NinjaTrader. Um, I use NinjaTrader on the computer.
We didn't hit that 100x indicator, that 100 likes, but it's all good. Once the video ends and people rewatch it, the people who missed out today, they'll for sure help us out.
Yeah, the platform is NinjaTrader 897. But yeah, appreciate all of you guys, and we will see you guys bright and early. Some of you guys in the afternoon, morning, day, night. We have, huge family from all over the world, so
Hell yeah. You guys have been awesome today. Thank you so much, guys. If you haven't hit the like, consider hitting the like. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing so you can keep up with the content and see what we post out when we post it out. If you want to be notified on time for our stream, check the Discord out. But most importantly, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we put out a video. Sometimes we have on-stream calls, so it would be very beneficial to have the notification bell on. And if it annoys you, then just turn it off and chill and watch the replay, right? No need to stress out over anything. The market will always be here. But what won't always be here will be time. So like Brad says, right? Like Bitcoin Brad says, always manage your risk, stick to your trade plan, and from my end, you guys have a great morning, day, or night wherever you may be at. Trade safely.